broadcast of old news. We have been discussing the Cold War in our old episodes, and today we are going to go further into depth into the Hungarian uprisings and riots. I have Jake Slade with me today to catch up on what has been going on to let you know. Please explain to our viewers what has happened in 1956 in Hungary.
Well, on October 23rd, students and workers took the streets of Hungary's capital, Budapest, to issue the 16 points, listing personal freedom, more food, removal of the secret police, removal of the Russian control, and many more options.
Can you explain to us why this happened?
Well, Mayu, there was many reasons for this. All wealth and nature has been taken from Hungary. Russians showed power by putting thousands of troops, hundreds of tanks. Hungary was ruled by Rákosi, who was put into power by Stalin. When Stalin died, it gave Eastern Europe hope that they could be free from Soviet rule. February 1956, there was a new Russian leader, Khrushchev, made an attack on Stalin and policies. Then in July, Rákosi resigned. The mic! When this happened, Hungary did not get what they expected. They got 1, a bad harvest, 2, fuel shortages, 3, a cold and wet autumn, and with all this it created a sticky situation.
Who exactly is involved with this event?
The people that were involved were the Soviet Union and the civilians of Hungary, and that's a wrap on this topic. Back to you, Mayu.
Now let's head to Kiki with an interview with one of the grandchildren of a Hungarian citizen who witnessed these riots.
Mayu, I'm Kiki Rodriguez, and I'm here to do an interview on a grandchild of a Hungarian citizen that was a part of the uprisings. What do you think it was like for your grandfather to be a part of the uprisings?
I think that it was a very bad experience, and there wasn't really anything good that happened during the uprising, but that's what my grandfather told me.
What was one of the things that he told you?
He told me that things weren't looking good for them because once the Soviets started taking control, they were using force.
Do you think this helped Hungary?
My grandfather told me that he really didn't think that it helped it because if anyone who stood against the Russians, anyone who stood up against them would have to pay the price and die.
That the uprising still has any effects today?
No, but during that time of the uprising, thousands were imprisoned, some were executed, and 200,000 Hungarians moved to Austria.
How do you personally feel about this uprising today?
I feel like nothing should have happened and it wasn't really important except for Russia having control over Hungary.
Thank you, Aaron, for your time. Back to you, Mayu.
Intense interview. Wow. Let's check out some actual footage from the Hungarian riots, and afterwards we can go to Aaron Cardoza to discuss the negative and positive reactions from the U.S. and the Soviet Union.
you heard, my name is Aaron, and in this segment I will tell you the positive and negative reactions that have happened in the Hungarian uprising. So there weren't many positive or negative effects that happened, but you can say that the U.S. felt better when this was happening, and the Soviet they really didn't care about it. So, well, they started caring about it once they set people and get things under control, because it got out of control. And one of the negative things that you can say that happened is that many lives were lost, and all this went down in history. Back to you, Mayu.
Thank you, Aaron. Now we're going to go to Kiki to discuss some long-term effects for the U.S. and the Soviet Union.
So, there wasn't important long-term effects, but the U.S. did say in an interview that they felt bad for the Hungarian civilians. They stated that they were going to help, but did nothing. A long-term effect for the Soviet Union was that they had to gain back control of Hungary.
That's a wrap for today's show. Until next time, we would love to see you again for old news. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day.
All the
What do you think it was like for your grandchild to be a part of the uprising?
My grandchild?
She was. She's part of the riots.
Make a deeper voice. Start saying Narnia random times.
Oh, you're really recording.
Maybe one of the negative effects that
Wow.
Go. I'm going to zoom out.